I'm from Essentially Pop, and hopefully you were waiting for me.
Yes, I was. Yeah, is this via Sarah or someone at Republic?
Yes, that's right. We've been after an interview with you for nearly 2 years. Apparently, we asked Sarah back in 2014, and she said after they've had their Australian tour. So when your album came out, we were like, yes, let's grab it now. And she said, yes.
Right.
Yeah.
Right, good. So is this something to do with Australia then?
No, it's coincidental that I am Australian. But
you had me confused then.
No, sorry. I'm in London. But just to start, I have an anecdote. I interviewed a band called the Retrospectives last year. They're from Yorkshire. And they were telling me that they'd supported a whole bunch of legendary musicians, and most of them turned out to be dickheads, apart from Bruce Foxton. And they said he was actually one of the nice ones. Every sound check he's there. I remember we came off stage once after supporting him, and he asked us, "How was that for you?" And he's really great. So there you go.
Oh, nice one.
Your reputation goes before you.
Yeah, that's all right.
Yeah. So do you think it's harder or easier for young artists to make their way in the industry today than like when you guys started out?
I don't think much has changed, to be honest with you. We had a youngish keyboard player with us until about 3 or 4 weeks ago called Tom Hill, who has been with the band sort of for 4 or 5 years.
Yeah.
But he's also got his own band, and he was asking advice, but they struggle. They struggle to get gigs.
Yeah.
Struggling to get people to, if they're looking for some kind of record deal, it's the same old story. Oh, yeah, we'll call you back, and a week passes, you don't want to appear too keen, so you leave it a bit longer. 2 weeks passes, you haven't heard back from the record label.
Yeah.
And it goes on and on until you think, oh, sod this, let's phone the record company up, and then they say, oh, we haven't actually got around to listening to it yet. We've had it a month.
Yeah.
What's going on? And this was like via the keyboard player, that was in the band. And
yeah.
We had similar treatment. I wouldn't say it's got harder, but it's certainly I don't think it's certainly easier.
No. Well, yeah. We keep saying we look after a lot of don't look after, but we write about a lot of independent artists, and we just say don't even try getting a record deal because you're probably much better on your own, aren't you?
Well, I mean, that brings us on to us, really.
Yeah.
Russell Hastings and myself, right, when with the new album, Smash the Clock.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know one before that, back in the room. I mean, I've got some kind of track record, but it was difficult to get a deal anyway.
Yeah.
Because obviously it's all about units, etc. But, we went down the pledge route.
Yeah. Now, how was that? What are the pros and cons of releasing an album that way?
Well, you get an album out.
and it's one that people want.
Although I could pull in favours here, there and everywhere, people playing on the record, etc. But you still have to pay for studios, you still have to pay for press people, for radio pluggers, etc. It's not a cheap business. And, for us, without the support of all those pledges, we wouldn't have been able to make the record. It's as simple as that. Plus, it's a great way for the fans to kind of get involved because they really are a big part of it. They are financing the record. Yeah.
So do the fans get to have any sort of say in what? Do you preview songs?
Not in the record anyway. No.
Okay.
Really not. No, I mean, that would be disastrous.
That would be disastrous, goodness.
It would be too chaotic for a start. But no, they don't really say in the record. But there was quite a few things up.
Yeah.
To pledge for. I mean, it's funny we're talking about it really, but 16 people pledged in part of their package of like they want a CD and they want a T-shirt.
Yeah.
And there was handwritten lyrics, and the 16 people have asked for Smithers Jones lyrics, and so I'm trying to plough my way through those. It's like writing, I will not be naughty at school again 200 times.
Oh yes, because you promised handwritten. Oh my goodness.
Yeah. So
you can't really get away with it, can you? You can't really sort of
photocopy them. Photocopy one. And that would be a bit beating, wouldn't it? Really, but it's so time consuming. Plus, I broke my bloody little finger 4 weeks ago, and I'm having trouble holding a pen.
Oh, okay. That's not from writing handwritten lyrics.
No. It was gigging Troon, and was slightly boisterous bands when we were leaving the venue, and I tripped trying to get out and put the right hand out to break the fall.
Oh,
and
gosh.
I broke my finger.
Oh, it could have been a lot worse.
It's all on the mend and that, but and it's fine for playing guitar because I don't use that finger.
But for handwriting,
trying to write and steady the pen, it's something else. Yeah.
Well, they'll get unique handwritten lyrics.
Well, yeah, it looks like 6-year-olds, but there you go.
All right now I thought that sounds like Jumping Jack Flash.
Oh, okay.
And very much like.
Do you like them or?
I do. I love them. I loved the whole album. I loved the whole album because it was familiar and yet brand new. You know.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
But again, I think that's a compliment.
It is totally.
If you think it sounds that, Rolling Stones-esque, I mean.
Yes.
Russ and myself really just sat down to try and write some good melodic songs, and they kind of found their own way.
Yeah.
Because technology being as what it is today, I mean, we were talking about is it easier or harder for bands to get gigs? Well, I don't think much has changed in 40 years in terms of, I still think it's hard.
Yeah.
But if you'd have asked about technology, completely, when I embarked with the jam, mobile phones weren't invented, so.
Exactly.
And technology now, if Russ had a guitar riff, he would record on his iPhone, email it out to me, I'd stick it on the Mac, work on it for a little bit, send it back to him. So the initial stages, we weren't actually together, until we got it in such shape that we needed to get together to take it the next stage along,
Yeah.
And then eventually, when we thought we had the structure, we'd go into the studio, full studio, and get Mark in and just finalise it there. That's the way we worked on it. But yeah, that's our outset. I mean, whether some influences come through, semi-unconsciously, really. I don't know. But
well, I suppose if you're in the industry anyway, a lot of this, as you say, semi-unconsciously, because you're immersed in music all the time anyhow.
Yeah, exactly.
Now, like the album, it's got this real live show energy going on, and I suppose because you've prepared before you've gone into the studio, you're able to have that. You're able to do that effect, aren't you? Like,
Well, I mean, every song we went in and played live as kind of like a backing track. With Mark, obviously Russ and myself went into the studio and tried to get a track down that had a live feel. I mean, it was played to a click.
Yeah.
That if there was repairs, etc. But what would happen then if Mark wasn't totally happy with his drums? He had a guide track from Russ and myself that he'd play along to, and it was in perfect time because it was with a click anyway.
Yeah.
But that's what we tried to capture. I mean, Running Away from You is a live take of all of us, and that vocal was like a guide vocal, but we thought it was good enough to put lead,
Yeah.
So the whole track is live, and we wanted that live, like you say, kind of vibey sound about it.
It's really, really cool.
Up sound,
Yeah. So, what's the title all about?
It's nothing too deep, to be honest. It's basically, good music should be timeless. I mean, thankfully, radio stations have opened up a bit now, but they used to be pretty ageist a while ago.
Yeah.
If you were over, say, 35 or whatever, they wouldn't play your record, even if it was fantastic.
Yeah.
Because you're being too old. But so particularly Radio 2 now, which I suppose because I'm that much older is probably the radio station I listen to most.
Yeah.
We've got some great airplay on that. Now is the time, now the time has come, should I say.
Yeah. So, and you've got Paul and Rick on the album as well. And
Rick.
Paul. Is it Paul? I thought, all the blurbs say that he did a little bit or something, or is it just his studio?
No, Paul's on it.
Yeah, okay.
On it,
so Rick's not on it.
Rick.
Oh, yeah. So Rick's not on it.
No.
Oh, okay.
No, otherwise that would have been the jam, really.
I was going to say. Okay. So how was it to have Paul on the album? What's he do on it?
Sorry?
What does Paul do on the album?
He plays some keyboards.
Okay.
And some piano, rather, and keyboards anyway.
Yeah.
And some guitar.
Okay.
On a couple of tracks. I mean, Paul is very relaxed. He just happened to come down to the studio, his studio one day when we were in, for his own personal business.
Yeah.
And he stuck his head in to say hi and that, and said, obviously said hello, had a cup of tea with us, and said, do you fancy playing on a couple of tracks? And nothing was rehearsed, and he hadn't heard the tracks before.
Yeah.
And he's deservedly where he is because he's so talented. He added to the tracks. I mean, we were happy with how they were sounded anyway.
Yeah.
But just little snippets of piano that I wouldn't have thought of.
Yeah.
And a couple of guitar lines he put on. Just again took it up another level, and it was lovely to be in the studio and in his company for a few hours.
Oh, that's cool. That's cool.
And the same with Wilco. I mean, we both were, Paul and myself, were big fans of the Feel Goods in the early years.
Yeah.
And then fast forward 30 or whatever, and there he is, there's Wilco sitting on the sofa in the control room playing along to one of their songs.
That's a bit of a fanboy moment, isn't it?
Yeah.
So like, oh my God. Oh,
yeah.
It's
incredible.
Yeah.
There's mutual respect. I mean, it was just a lovely vibe, and particularly with Wilco because of, he's been very seriously ill, hasn't he? And that ginormous tumour, and he spoke about that for a while, and he's a lovely man, and I wish him continued health.
Well, it's nice. It's nice. Yeah. So how did you get him on the album?
That was via Alan McGee.
Okay.
Who we know quite well. He had Wilco's contact.
Yeah.
And it was just from friends of a friend, really. He said if he fancies it, would he come along and have a blast? And he was up for it.
Well done.
It's usually just word of mouth with all these things. Someone knows someone that can get in touch.
Yeah, and it all just adds up.
And if they're around and it's convenient, and they obviously like what you do as an artist, you should be in business.
Well, exactly. And I suppose, too, the fact that he's going, I like what you do.
Exactly.
That's kind of nice.
We didn't just get him on there to show off his name and have Paul on there. I mean, of course, it helps. It makes people's ears initially prick up, thinking, okay, you've got these guys on it.
Yeah.
I'd like to hear it. But, we did it because we respect them as musicians, etc. And, we wanted their input on the record.
Yeah.
And whatever else goes with it is great,
Yeah. Okay, well, I've got my last question. Just like, what's next for From the Jam? You're constantly touring.
Well, we're going back out to your country.
I know. Is this A's and B's tour?
Sorry?
Is this the A's and B's tour?
No.
Oh, no.
It's just I think the banner it's gone under is going underground.
Oh, okay. Well, that's really kind of nice. Yeah.
Yeah. So we're out there in September, but From the Jam, if you've only got to look on my website.
Yeah.
It's busy. We've got as much work coming in as we can handle.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a testament to the quality of the songs, those classic jam songs.
Exactly.
There's still a demand there. People are still coming, and also now coupled with the success, Smash the Clock's had.
Yeah.
It's helping get people through the door. It's raised people's awareness of us.
Yeah.
As Russ and myself, we're back in the spotlight anyway. And the crowds are getting bigger and better, or younger, should I say. And,
that's brilliant.
As long that may continue, as long as we all continue to keep well, and we'll be doing it for another few years, I should think, hopefully.
So where can we buy Smash the Clock?
Well, it's obviously online. I know HMV bought a load in.
Yep.
I don't know how stocks are going, etc. Obviously, or via Amazon or via Apple, iTunes.
But through all, what is the word? Reputable.
Yeah. Exactly.
Blah blah blah.
Yeah.
Thank you very much, Bruce, for talking to us, and have a good tour. And great. Good. Best of luck with Smash the Clock, because it's a really, really good album. And
well, as I say, it's raised people's awareness that we're out there doing new material, which is great because I love playing those jam songs.
Yeah.
And it's nice to have some new material to
because
from, and we've kind of blended in. We played 2 or 3 tunes from from the jam set, and they're being received really well.
That's cool.
That's
really cool.
Nice one.
Thank you. Oh, nice one. Yes. Thank you very, very much. And yeah. Okay. Okay. Bye.
Bye.